Chorus.
Right. Now
Are you going to
the
tie-up maneuver, or are you doing something else?
she's leaving the protector to deal with this one now. He's got it pinned, and I technically don't have a rope, which I didn't realise when I started my whole grapple thing.
Well, you have a royal protector there.
As I said, you
Yes,
could once again
which
just
is
throw the
why I'm
bucket.
leaving it to him.
Yep.
No, I'm not throwing it off the edge because we need someone to question.
Yeah.
So, Kellis is going to release her grapple now that the protector has it pinned. She's going to move action down to here, drawing her axe as she goes. Key point to regain her move action. And then sort of staring out of her kind mask at the one she now knows is down here. Says something along the lines of, "In Kind's name, I will not allow you to continue your plans." And she charges.
I would normally say that charge is not possible because you're having to go up a cliffside. Then again, you have a climb speed.
Yeah. Yeah, chaos is a thing. And I think I'm going to make it a power attack charge because she's quite annoyed right now.
From a scale from 1 to butcher, how angry? How much slashing are we doing?
Pretty butcher, as long as she actually hits.
Yeah, and considering Colors has a fancy new belt today.
Yep, which is hopefully all calculating correctly.
The belt literally has the face of a brazen bull on it as its buckle.
That's
Oh.
That's 23 damage.
You can't vital strike on a charge, can you? That's its own action.
Yep.
Yeah.
You cannot.
Yeah, the only way you can vital strike is if you're a worshipper of Gorham, I believe.
Yeah. I should have
That's divine
invisible
fighting
before
style.
doing the charge so I could get sneak attack as well, but she wanted him to see this coming.
I mean, that hurt.
Good.
So, it was meant to hurt.
D20. D20 not D2. Okay, the sylph does not lose balance and fall down the.
Good. She wants him to stay there.
This sylph is not too happy. It is going to try and escape artist their way out. That is nowhere close to the Royal Protector CMD.
I would hope not.
This elven servant is going to oh god, are you okay?
How?
Gonna try and stabilize Cadme.
Yeah.
If Estiva can, she's gonna say to the servant, maybe get down a bit.
She'll fall prone and stabilize Cadme.
There's the smart moves.
Cadme is stabilized.
Yay!
In fairness, they have a decent heal skill, so the High Priest has been wounded. But weirdly, though she doesn't seem to have had any issue avoiding falling off.
She's a wind cleric.
Yeah, I would kind of hope so for that as well.
As she kind of grips her side that is quite badly injured now by lightning and bolts.
Yeah.
High Priestess, you are going to go ahead and cast a spell.
Hooray.
What that?
Oh, I see your spell crafting to figure out what spell she just cast. She just cast the spell, Whispering Wind.
Okay.
She sent a message to someone.
She's getting help.
She's likely probably just called reinforcements. Because Whispering Wind is a second level spell that has a range of 1 mile per level. And it just makes your words travel at many, many miles per hour at the target.
We have a code blurple. I repeat, code blurple.
But that's the High Priestess' action, though she is going to take cover behind some rocks here. Cat is now in combat mode.
Cat turns sideways to attack your life points directly.
Yuri heard that. Saw Adeline point and heard her, so. Meow! Meow. Meow and meow.
Thank you, J-Mac. Is Yuri attacking normally, or is Yuri bull rushing?
Neither. She's just moving and threatening.
Okay.
Now she's meowing at it.
It is good bull rush position.
Mm-hmm. This anarchist there didn't attack of opportunity her, did it?
Currently got a crossbow up.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Most of them have crossbows out at the moment because they weren't prepared for melee combat yet.
Then yeah, it's meowing and threatening and about to pounce her. So.
Cadme, you are stable but unconscious.
Aspen, mommy good, mommy good. He will willingly disconnect after he sees mom is good.
Have an Aspen.
Thank you. He's gonna charge. He will spend 2 stamina to go here, and then standard action, jump and grab.
You can move that far in one movement.
Yeah, he's got a lot of move. And he's got a latent spider climb, and yeah. I don't know if you want me to make acrobatics check to not be blown away because he's a puffball, but
Yeah, that seems appropriate right now.
cool.
Damn.
Aspen manages to judge the wind so well, it gives him extra force as he jumps into the Arcanist. Puffball
Yeah,
attack!
he's basically just some.
I just imagine he shape changes himself to be appropriately dense.
Yeah, swift action. He will suddenly become covered in spines, and colors you feel 2 feet hit the back of your back, and then suddenly Aspen's on this guy's face.
Please attempt to grapple check.
You'll spend a stamina point to grab onto his face.
Please give yourself the fist of face hugging.
Because he is also currently in grapple with Aspen, he's now taking damage.
Aspen is rather spiky. Rather unpleasant, actually. Actually, I wonder if we can poison Aspen's quills.
One of the abilities you can get later on is poison.
Ooh, fun.
Oh.
Oh dear.
So yeah, this guy has now a briar bush on his face, who is currently chewing and biting and clawing.
You are unpleasant.
We both are. You just drew the short end of the stick.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be on his tile, just because it makes sense.
That's fine. Arguably, that's kind of how it works in some regards, but depends how you read it.
Well, so far, Arcanist, you got 1 turn. Make it a good one.
This Arcanist reveals himself. Arcanist, sorry. As he is going to go ahead and conjure forth magic.
Cool.
I'm going to need a radius template here. One moment.
Oh, here we go.
He appears to be casting a spell known as Solid Fog.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Oh, great.
Well, that sucks.
Would you perhaps, if you would like to enlighten the class, J-Mac, on what Solid Fog does? You seem aware.
Solid fog is the most pain in the ass of the fog spells, and but it takes a shit ton of movement to get through. But also, if you fall in it, it stops you from dying, which is quite nice. But in this case, it's just gonna be a big old blockage for us.
Also, he gets to add an extra 5 feet on radius. There we go. And he's going to stick it.
While that's happening, a creature object. A creature's moving for a solid fog move at half her normal speed and take a -2 penalty on all melee attack rolls and damage rolls. A creature cannot 5-foot step while in solid fog.
He'll place Solid Fog there.
Are
And
we
then
classed
he
as being
will-
in a severe wind right now?
You are in a severe wind right now.
Then that'll dissipate in a
But-
round.
Well, you'll see. It will dissipate, it's true. He's also going to then run across and slide down the rock here. Drawing out a melee weapon as he does so. This still has a cat in their face.
Meow.
Hi, kitty. Kitty.
Mm-hmm.
Do wild empathy. I dare you.
He's doing something. He's going to try a concentration check.
Okay.
That's a no.
No, not at all.
As he seemed to whisper something sweetly to the cat in Orin.
Meow. Just bats at him.
The batting unfortunately broke the spell runes. This is not going as planned. You know, the self anarchist, he sees the position he's in. He's going to take an attack opportunity and 5-foot roll off the cliff.
I guess he's already prone, so Yuri can't grab him. She can't stop that. But she can, at the very least,
You can bite him on the way down.
it's there, but
You successfully get a bite in, as the sylph then begins to quickly drop off the side of the cliff.
meow.
That's entirely why I wasn't throwing people off the cliff. They clearly will have featherfall.
Yeah.
At least some of them will. I will say not all the anarchists have the exact same stat block.
Well,
They all have slightly different.
The ones that are stood directly on the edge of the cliff will have featherfall.
Possibly.
That would be wise.
Let's see.
You're in
I
a
wasn't
tree.
anticipating him that. So I only have half movement, right?
Yep.
Basically, yeah.
That is my entire movement.
Yep.
And I guess swift action, adopt Kieran's stance, and I'm going to cast.
I mean, you can't also
Ooh.
see very far either.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at buffs. It might end up just being shield, just because that's, the buff I have available to me. Doesn't look like I have any other appropriate things prepared. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with shield.
Okay. Anarchist. We need to get the show on this road. Well, you might as well make this dramatic, I suppose. This sylph will cast a spell. Amaya, you immediately recognize this spell.
As
Cool lightning.
Oh dear.
Rude.
Guess what? It's stormy conditions, so it gets more damage.
Uh-huh.
The target of said lightning shall be Koros's face.
Can he see me inside the fog?
He knows exactly where you were, because you were there 2 seconds ago.
I might have moved.
He's still presuming you're where you were 2 seconds ago.
Damn.
It's target a tile, not target a creature. So, yeah. And a bolt of lightning will suddenly crash down from the stormy sky, and then do something very weird. It strikes into Koros, and then it curves. And have it curve diagonally down left by 1.
Sure.
For his Aspen and the other guy.
This is entirely why I should always wear my anti-magic armor.
What, contract super cancer?
Yeah.
All 3 need to make a reflex save. The sylph underneath Aspen is going to choose to voluntarily fail his save.
Ooh.
I'm sure 19 would be good enough. I mean, what would enough be? Like 4th level
I mean, it's good enough for the
spell,
lightning
5th?
bolt, so.
Oh shit! What morphs does Aspen have? Because he might have this. Let me look.
Koros,
Mm-hmm.
you've succeeded.
Oh, thank God.
You'll be taking half the damage.
I really need evasion. Like,
That
really.
is everyone's problem. Everyone needs evasion.
Mm-hmm. Evasion's pretty nice.
Fuck, Koros, you can go ahead and take half of that, so 9 points of damage.
There we go. I knew I had something for this. As an immediate action, Aspen will use his reactive aspect to activate evasive form, granting him his wisdom bonus to reflex. So that's an additional +3 on that, so a 19 as well.
Yep, that is also a success, and so 9 points of damage. It also seems like the guy you're standing on right now, though, instead just absorbs the lightning, which is not particularly a good thing for you, probably.
Yes.
Hey, guess what? He just gained a no-touch power.
Body captains.
He also gained a bit of healing, but he's also getting a bit of no-touch now, because now guess what? He's spucking. This is not going to be fun for Aspen. Or maybe it will be. Who has the longest endurance? In fairness, his lightning is temporary, your spikes are not.
Right.
But it's his turn now, and get off me, you puffball. He's going to try and just throw you off him.
Sure.
Have you ever tried to throw a Velcro ball? It doesn't work.
He doesn't know what a Velcro ball is.
Is he using his hands?
Yes.
This is gonna suck then.
Look, this is all he's got. They are gloved, thankfully. But,
It's still his hands. Unless he's wearing gauntlets.
No, they're leather gloves.
Aw, buddy. Take 4 points of damage. I don't need to hit with this, so I'm just doing the quills alone.
That'll be 22 to try and throw you.
Evasive form is still active, so that's a no.
That does not break the grapple.
No. He's got. He's adding his wisdom.
Okay. However, Aspen will also still take automatic damage here.
Yep.
Aspen takes 6 points of lightning damage.
You know when you pretend to throw a ball but hide it behind your back? That's kind of what's happening here, except not intentionally.
Get off of me! He's just velcroed onto this face and he's pulling his own face off. Like, ah, why?
Beetle electrocuting the thing on his face.
Get off! Ah, my face!
It's a real weird situation and ugly one.
I love Aspen's build. I'm glad I can finally use it.
This royal protector is going to look at the anarchist who fired a lightning bolt before at the high priest, and is going to try to make them
Surrender,
stop.
criminal
that.
scum! You have violated the law.
That's pretty much the situation here. As he says, "Throw yourself to the ground," as he slams his mace down.
Ooh, command.
The sylph is going to try and resist that. That is nowhere near enough for a resist.
Your stolen goods are not forfeit.
As the sylph basically just suddenly falls from the tree and face plants, being forced to the ground by the man.
Oh, another thing I suppose that happened with evasive form is Aspen is now even more putty. So he probably did try to pull Aspen off, but he just stretched.
This is probably the weirdest scene we've ever seen.
Aspen has gone full unseelie on this guy.
Well, we had to have unsealing moments at some point. The royal protector, after having forced that guy to the ground, is then going to lean over him, preparing to tie him up next turn. Essie?
First of all, Korgo's Lomo, freedom of movement, 5 foot steps onto Cappy, and casts Cure Light Wounds.
Yay!
Have 11 hit points.
I'm
Stiffa,
at 3!
meanwhile-
I was
gonna-
really almost dead.
Yeah, don't worry, I
Jeez,
got you.
me.
Stiffa, meanwhile,
you
is
had
gonna
enough
roll up.
time. You have lived.
I have 10 con. I was.
Cadme, you wake up in fog so thick you actually can't move through it properly.
Oh, am I dead?
No, you're not dead yet, Cadme. We're fighting.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But Stiffa's gonna roll up the top of a rock, and she can see from here, can't she? See out.
You can just barely see out. Yeah.
I don't
But
need to be able to see.
You are also balancing up there, so if you get hit, you have to make save or fall.
That's fine. I've got a bit of concealment in here, and I can see it well enough. Stiffa looks to the one down there who he cast it. No, everyone cast a fog, but that one cast some bullshit. I know that much.
Yeah, he's done some bullshit spell before. He did a little bit of like ear-piercing scream.
Do any of the sylphs that I can see, do any of them look like Adeline does, where they don't look quite as wispy?
Yeah. The one there that fired off the lightning bolt that's on the ground doesn't look as wispy. Neither does the one in the very south.
Very south.
So the one
Damn
that's
it,
solid
damn it.
fogged.
I see. Is there any kind of check I can make to confirm that they're mostly human?
To see if any of them are most. Yeah, you can roll a knowledge local check to try and identify them.
Shit, I did not have that trained. Can I still roll, or is that?
You
I
cannot
don't think. Okay, never mind. I'll save dominate person for later. Okay, you, mister. Siffa kind of quickly shouts out, "Hey, sylphs have bones, right?" As she casts Bone Shaker. I had the fort save.
Yeah.
Yes. Do have bones.
Oof, owie, ouch, my bones.
They're hollow
My
bones,
bones.
but they're bones.
I'm gonna spend a dose of salt on this. Yep, I need a DC 20 fortitude save from this anarchist here.
That's nowhere close.
Okay,
Force these guys' worst save.
he takes 25 points of bone damage, and also out of a tree, mister.
Can you roll me 2d6 of unintentional falling damage?
4.
Solid face plant.
Pick a direction for him to fall.
Closer to me, like left. Yeah, that works.
And since he took fall damage, he's automatically prone. He is in agony right now. As his arm is just twisting backwards with your spell.
Siffa's got like a marionette that she's just going hee hee.
Who do you think's worse off currently?
It's a pretty good race between the two, to be honest. One's got spiky sticky putty on the face. The other one is being played with like a marionette, having their limbs twisted. Yeah. Are we the good guys?
No.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
Right. You know what we kind of need some burst healing here, I feel.
Yay, healing.
So Reese doesn't really know what's going on, but that's fine. Alternatively, if I put my song up right now, I can start re-rolling saving throws for people.
Yep.
I could use some healing.
Yeah, that's
Both
fair.
would be good.
You'd also get over priests and shit.
Yeah, Reese is going to kind of stumble this way, I think. And that makes it more centralized. Oh, that's fair. I mean, there is Aspen down. Yeah, I mean, Reese doesn't know where everyone is, actually, I should say. Reese doesn't know where
Yeah.
everyone is. So not really fair to. So he'll just have to burst from here.
Yeah. He'll hit the thing before it down there, but he doesn't know that's there.
Plus, that guy already healed quite a bit anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Plus, it hit Aspen. Then heal
Mhm.
him. Oof.
Aspen's going to keep him busy for a while, don't worry. We'll chuck out healing here. And
21, I will take it. That brings me back to almost maximum.
Aspen's back at maximum.
you're up to like half health. Actually, you're exactly half health?
Yeah.
No.
Oh no, a little bit short.
That also however heals some of the priests as well.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think it heals the high priestess. No, it
And
doesn't.
this guy can keep getting his face stabbed in. Oh, this is the worst!
Essie, that heals you, I believe, as well. No, it doesn't. Okay, it healed some people.
He could totally be evil by just keeping Aspen on someone's face and constantly healing them each round.
Welcome to the torturer build.
Yeah.
You torture people and heal them at the same time. One of my necromancers is amazing at this because they have infinite healing, so they can just keep healing and keeps doing it forever. Elven Servant is going to drop prone and take total defense. Like, she's not a fighter, she's just gonna hide. Acolyte can't really see anything, but sees a Maya.
Hi.
She's going to invoke the Blessing of Wind and Skies. All allied creatures gain the effects of the Bless spell.
Cool.
Oh, sweet.
What's the range on that? Does it hit? Oh,
50 feet in all directions.
And she's only there, so that does hit me. Yay, bless.
As you're getting the Blessing of Spirits sightness around you all.
That goes part way to countering the penalty I'm taking for power attack.
Well, it turns out you have allied characters for once. It makes the change.
It really does. Like,
This guy certainly feels blessed by the spirits. He's currently being vigorously blessed in his face.
The power of Aspen compels you. The power of Aspen compels you.
Hazel?
Uh,
The High Priestess is still wounded. She didn't get healed. Just so you're aware.
she will sort of look at the High Priestess and back at what's going on, take the High Priestess' hand without really saying anything. She like stammers a few things, like she's trying to say something and doesn't really manage to say anything, but does heal her.
Okay.
Like she's like trying to get a concept out, but just failing utterly.
the power of Hazel compels you.
Ah!
Thank you, wise spirit of the forest.
Whoop. And I'm gonna go dash behind this block and crumple behind the altar with the
prince who was chucked on the ground.
quickly looks him over, make sure he's fine, and then crumples behind the block and go, hey.
He's fine. He's not actually been physically injured, just kind of shucking around a lot.
Yeah, Hazel is she's doing her best.
The Silver Anarchist can't move. He's literally stuck to the ground by magic. But he'll stab at the Royal Protector with a knife. Look, there's not a lot you can do when you're being commanded to the floor.
I'll bite your shins off.
I mean, actually, no, he'll try. I mean, he can try casting a spell. He can try it.
Get back here!
Ooh, that
I'll
should be enough.
bleed on you!
That is enough. Ooh.
What that?
It's another Core Lightning.
Damn it.
Royal Protector, make a reflex save.
Yeah, that is something I am actually kind of glad about. They changed in Pathfinder 2. You
Alright.
actually have to have a feat to do free spellcraft checks, and it takes your reaction. There's no reason why people need a single
The
spell.
Royal Protector is struck and actually hurt quite badly by a bolt of lightning. But he's fine, he's still standing.
I mean, I mostly just want to know because I'm hoping for a chance to use my spell stuff.
I suppose that's true.
This spectator flees. This spectator flees. The other spectators stop moving.
Okay. Oh, you fuckers! You're not going to use a meat shield. It won't save you.
And these ones start like climb up the rock, with having this completely blank expression on their faces.
Damn it.
Aspen hurt you too. No hurt, fam.
Aspen, they can't control themselves. It's not their fault.
Aspen knows no such thing as mercy. Rip and tear until it's done.
And they can keep moving because they can double move now. So let's keep that. Oh, I forgot. Also, you're also doing it. So you're also start climbing up.
What's up? God, poor servant lady.
Now, the spectators, I'm not going to be rolling generally individual attacks for most of the spectators unless there's only one of them. Instead, I'll be treating them basically as a mob. Which means, spectator lady, you have 5 creatures there, so congrats, you get to take damage. As you get more to 14 points of damage.
Oh, God.
That's true, for there's only one next to you, so you'll actually have to make an attack roll. And miss horrifically.
I'm sure that even misses my shitty AC.
It does. He did not even reach 10, so... Kelris and Aspen, you're both going to take automatic damage.
No.
Aspen? Kelris.
Does that spectator suddenly pass out due to pay?
Well, the spectators basically like kind of whack you with whatever like things they had in hand.
Attack me with their hands. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, basically you'll take a number of d6s equal to the number of spectators next to you minus 1. So, yeah, it does mean that crowd in the middle is kind of a deadly mob of doom.
Yeah, I'll have to save that servant, I think.
She looks pretty damn hurt. Actually, actually no, she's unconscious.
Hey.
She's just been mauled unconscious. Because turns out low-level characters don't have a lot of health, especially elves.
Oh god, it's Rimworld all over again.
The royal protector ties up this creature. He does not need to check. He can just do it.
It's a manhunter pack of people.
And then he's going to try and make his way back, but solid fog. Leaves him there. Right, this is not a good situation. Prince Ty is going to try and resume the song, though in this case, given the situation, he's going to accept his equivalent of burn, which sadly for him is his equivalent of burn is a bit more rough. He'll accept 1 negative level to reduce the casting time from 10 minutes down to 1. Yeah, he takes negative levels.
That's
rough.
Wow.
The negative levels can't kill him, but it still hurts.
He's only has lesser restoration. Oh no.
Well, I assume that those negative levels are temporary and
Yeah,
they go away.
they're just like burn. It's just the thing is he doesn't have the burn class feature. He takes negative levels in place of burn.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
They can't kill him, but they're damn painful.
It does give a good indication of what they're actually doing, though. Which is nice.
As I'll mark that as being a skull of 1. But yes, he's begun performing the song from cover this. As you can see, the power of the wind being gathered exceptionally quickly right now as he pushes himself. You do not reveal yourself. You just continue what you're doing. Actually,
What's up?
you start feeling a little bit dizzy, almost.
Uh-oh.
You're not entirely sure why, but it's almost like you've got vertigo. The room's kind of spinning a little bit. You don't know where it's coming from, though. Of course, you want to know what this means mechanically for you.
Preferably seeing as I'm on the side of a cliff.
You will be taking a -3 penalty on all attack rolls.
Okay.
You will also, however, be taking you'll be taking -3 on all attack rolls. Your movement speeds are all reduced to 5 feet. You take a -3 on reflex saves, and that's all you need to know for now.
I don't like... Does this feel like something I might be familiar with? Like maybe a hex or something?
It's not any hex you know. If it is a hex, it's no hex you know. Almost to you, it maybe feels like psychic intrusion somehow.
Ah, stare.
But you have no way to confirm or deny that. You have no idea where it's coming from. This acolyte is going to cast Sanctuary on the prince. Thankfully, Control Weather does not count as a hostile action.
Ooh.
Adeline?
What should I do? There's a solid fog in the way, so there's not much I can...
Inconvenient.
Yeah, I can't do a ton here, but
Did you shit the dude who's falling down the side of a cliff?
I could, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. She had a good enough sight line to probably see him roll off, so she'll move on over here and look down.
Otherwise, if you get up to like there, you can have a sight to the other one.
Yeah.
He's taken a strong dive down. You actually see he's already near the ground right now. Has now feather fallen
Well.
himself close to the ground.
Ah.
The result is, luckily, shooting straight down is quite easy when it comes to range increment wise.
Mm-hmm.
It's still going to end up being, however, at least a -6 to shoot him, given the condition.
Yeah, I don't think I will either. He's probably not going to be a threat at the moment.
Yeah, you're shooting at a range of like 200 feet, so.
Yeah, 200 feet and him trying to fly straight up in this wind, it's not
Oh.
likely.
You've got your levitation shot, right?
I am not on that at the moment. I'm pretty
Damn.
sure I'm on fire.
I thought that
Double
was
check
something
the
separate.
crossbow. No, that's one of my crossbow modes.
Rip.
And yeah, right now I'm on old red. So instead I will move over here to see if I can see anyone over here at all.
You see that guy tied up next to you.
Yeah, she'll say hi and then look out at, I guess, the one that's prone and like, oh, cool, nice. You guys are good. And end my turn because that's it.
Garrus.
Hmm.
You see a mob of innocent people. The horror show that is Aspen.
Yeah. Now the question is, do I stay here and help Aspen or not? I mean,
You have
sideline
to hear
that.
the screams of an elven servant being mauled to death.
She's fine. How well does Aspen look like he's handling himself sideline?
Sideline.
I think Sideline went burb.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Hard to get
The
someone
one
straight.
time I actually need him. Because I can get to this one at the edge, but I'd basically be abandoning Aspen. I do feel slightly bad about.
Yeah.
Well, if you murderize him, the spell on all the spectators might just end.
Maybe. I mean, what was it? This one that did the spectator spell? You know,
I'm
I don't
pretty
know who
sure.
did it.
I doubt it would. These things generally have a duration. It might be. No, it wouldn't mean concentration because he's been doing stuff. Still, Amaya's right there. Reese and Yori's right there. Aspen's got plenty of help around him. So, swift action, Kelris puffs. Don't know if these things can do attacks of opportunities. Either way, don't care. Move action 10, 20, 30 to the just outside the fog cloud. Free action, regain move action. And then fucking charge. Spending stamina to make the last 5 feet. He's on the ground, so this can be another power attack. And I get +2 for charging. I'm going to assume that's a hit and just roll my sneak attack now. Kelris puffs back into existence right in his face.
Garrus,
Mm-hmm.
please describe his grisly demise.
The weird thing is, there's not a whole lot to describe. Because she wasn't invisible the entire time, there's like a little puff that comes out of the solid fog cloud when she breaks out of it. And then the next thing anyone sees is just she stood over him with her axe already embedded right in the center of his spine.
As God is my witness, that man is chopped in half.
And she's just sort of staring down at him.
And trust me, he's dead. Corpse dead.
Dang it, Chorus.
She feels no pity.
He was already close to unconscious and then you suddenly did that.
Yeah. She
You
feels
left
no
Aspen
pity.
alone? What are
Yeah.
you doing?
Yeah,
He's level 3!
We debated this.
tried-
You weren't here for me to ask. I tried asking you and you weren't here. So in the
I had
end,
to go.
it was decided there's enough help around Aspen. Amaya's there, Yori's there, Reese is there,
He's level 3!
and he can take Kelris down.
Okay then. Oh, that's frustrating. That works. The High Priestess is going to cast a spell. She casts Blessing of Fervor,
Oh, hey, I was gonna do that.
targeting the following creatures:
Damn it,
the
I'm
High
always too
Priestess,
far away.
Adeline, Cadme, the Royal Protector, Prince Ty, Hazel.
Yay!
Basically, it's this.
Myself a blessing of fervor.
Hooray.
That flex. Oh yeah.
As all of you suddenly see tiny spirits starting to float around you, like just little
Oh,
motes,
yeah, I know this.
motes of light. I almost imagine like seeing a tiny transparent now. The High Priestess, meanwhile, will move action, take cover. She's not particularly much of a fighter, but she has spells, so you know. She's definitely more of the mage type of cleric. Oh, I say cleric. Cleric is debatable for her.
So has this cloud not dissipated?
It's about to.
I was going to say, I swore it had been around by now.
No, not quite.
It's about to dissipate in literally 2 minutes.
I thought it popped up before Chaos's turn last. But, oh well.
Nope.
You're like, no, it would have been after. No, I'm an idiot. Never mind.
Yuri!
I don't know how time works.
Meow.
You see Aspen getting mauled by a bunch of random humans.
Okay. She's going to run here, attempt to move through his space, through both of their spaces, I guess, and move here. So let's see if she acrobatics is. It's a -2 for each attempt.
Yes.
Okay, so
Which is quite a lot of attempts.
well, she's only attempting 2 here to move through people's squares.
Okay then.
Yeah, so 1 and 2, which is going to be the sylph and then the spectator, because that makes sense since she was coming.
You're fine.
Okay, cool. And now she is going to bite this guy.
I wish I had switch tokens. I wish I had switch tokens set up so I could have all the spectators having like red eyes right now or something.
Who's Yuri biting?
This guy.
That is a hit.
He's by Aspen. Aspen is friend. Aspen is friend Ducat.
That's
Cool.
been a friend of all animals.
Did that knock him unconscious?
He's just barely on his feet.
Then he's tripped.
Plop.
Meow.
So, what you were saying about being on his feet was just a straight up lie.
Cadme.
Hmm?
Even in the darkness of the cloud, you see a tiny little white spirit floating.
Hi.
Also the winged spirit of Korra.
Hey, Coral.
Also, hi.
Okay. Academy's going to, for half her movement, stand up. Or is it full? No, it's full movement. Okay.
Yep. This is not 5. This is not 5. This is not 5th edition.
Don't forget to choose your blessing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a blessing actually to stand up as a free action.
Oh, right. I'll do that. And then I will move. I got my 15 feet of move. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm asking a lot, but I need you to help more people, please, Mr. Little Spirit Friend. And I'll cast Blessing of Fervor, hitting Risa, Maya, and and
no love
I don't know.
for Kerwin.
You're way over there.
Hey,
Maya.
you decided to abandon Aspen. Screw you.
Yeah, and I'll hit the
I-
Acolyte too.
Yay, Acolyte gets blessing of further.
I was not abandoning Aspen, I was leaving him in your capable hands.
Abandoning.
Abandon hope.
You're saying you're not capable?
When have you ever known me to properly take care of
Aspen
a child?
Every
He's
time
going
you're
to
in
now
a fight?
full attack.
Also going to add Aspen separately on initiative now.
Yeah. He will choose to maintain the grapple, which I believe is a free action, right?
No, it's so what he does is as a standard action, he maintains the grapple. If he succeeds, he then gets to with a free action, making one of the extra things, such as more.
Oh.
Like he can make a
Also,
free
his-
attack after you maintain grapple. You can make a free attack after you maintain grapple.
No, I'm a full attack.
Oh yeah,
Also-
you can't full attack afterwards. You'd have to just full attack.
Nah, I'm just full attack and then.
By the way, solid fog dissipates.
Yes. Well, we'll actually after Aspen's turn because it's on the Arcanist's turn.
Swift action, manifest claws. So this is all on the person he's still basically straddling on the face of and is just going to town. Got our 2 claws.
I mean, there's a successful claw in there for sure.
We got our spikes.
That's
Is he
a
down?
successful
Yeah.
spiking. I'm wasting a blessing of fervor.
Yep. And we're going to go more spikes.
Once again, Aspen can take down characters way higher in this level quite clearly.
Natural attack builds SMH.
Which is entirely why I was not afraid of leaving him alone.
The spectator, now to myself, it's my last ability, which is quills.
Oh. Poor spectator, now you're nearly unconscious. Okay. It's the start of the Silver Arcanist's turn. The fog is going to dissipate now.
Wait, did that guy go down? I'm assuming.
Nope, he's still He's still on his feet.
Oh wait, he is. Oh, then that wouldn't have been the spectator. I thought he was down.
No, he's not down.
Well, then move that over to the main the sylph.
Okay. Who's now down?
Okay.
We'll just mark the people who are eliminated with the X just so we know.
Okay.
There we go. Maya. There's an elf being mauled to death. Oh wait, no, I missed my other guy. Sorry, let me actually take the Arcanist's turn. So I'm skipping forward initiative too much now, as I always do. Right, this guy needs to. What are you going to do here? That's a good question.
I recommend you surrender now before I hop over to Aspen and throw him at you as hard as I can.
Elris,
Hmm?
they're going to whisper something over the wind at you.
Wait, who's whispering?
This guy.
Oh.
Make a will save.
I apologise in advance to everyone involved in this. I'm thinking I might want to spend my scheme on that. I have a purple dot, I'm assuming I have a scheme, I don't honestly remember.
Sounds about
Usually
right.
means scheme.
I'm going to spend it on that. Much better.
How did Kelros prepare for this moment?
Mostly meditation, and it's probably actually been over the last few days, like reaffirming herself in her religion and everything like that. Considering these guys seem to be very anti her religion, she's really not wanting to do anything they say.
Kelros, very briefly, you felt your axe starting to move by itself and start pointing back towards your group. But you're able to force it back under your control again.
Yeah, that was like murderous command or something, wasn't it?
It was some kind of enchantment like that.
Yeah, I do not regret spending my scheme on that.
The sylph is then going to take the calculated action to gotta slip around the corner here. Amaya.
I'm going to. I'd like to move here into this elf space.
You have drawn the full aggro of the crowd.
Excellent.
Like, they just go for whoever's closest. They're not particularly fussy.
Yep. And accepting all 5 attacks of opportunity, I'm basically just going to try to just shove the elf to safety over towards Cadme.
I don't think they make attacks of opportunity because they didn't attack Yuri.
Yeah, can swarms and make attack opportunity?
So they're not a swarm. Technically, they're a mob, so they can officially make an attack. So I should have done on Yuri, actually.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, it probably would miss anyway. That's fine. That's kind of what I want Yuri to do.
But you push her over there.
Yeah, that's kind of why I puffed for it first, because I was fairly sure they probably would be able to.
Meanwhile, Yuri takes.
Oh, right, they do just automatic damage.
Yes.
There's 3 of them. Oh no, poor Yuri. She got scratched.
It's not a lot of damage. It's just d6 each, -1. But
Yeah.
And what kind of role is it to identify a sylph?
generally, it's considered knowledge local. They're humanoid vaguely, though you could use planes in theory. Either's appropriate. So it's generally more local supposed to be the one you're using because they're native to this plane.
Alright. Well, looking for, was it DC 15 plus CR, I believe, for my Kieran style identification. Yep, I'm pretty sure I proc. So if any of them try to pull any magic crap on me, at least I have some extra bonuses.
That's fair. Roll Protector finishes tying that one up. That crowd's doing things that they shouldn't be. Well, these guys need bludgeoning. He doesn't have enough commands for all of them. Essie?
Hello. Is this dude in the bottom right still visible?
Not really. He's kind of in cover right now.
Just wondering if he's still on top of a rock.
I
No,
can
he's
see
not. He's hiding
him.
behind it.
There's no way I'd be able to see him. I do know that he ran over Vero, right?
You saw him run around there. It
I
was in
break
front of
up
the rock before.
Do I break up my big ordnance?
I think we're doing pretty good right now.
And we're not likely to fight anything else today. Chances are, unless we go seeking it out. I don't have much else I can really do.
I mean,
I suppose I could attempt to
It's-
help pacify.
It's also pretty early in the morning, so we might actually go out.
If you've got anything that can deal with the spectators,
Coro has a look over the spectators. Is there a magic aura on them?
Yes.
Hmm.
There's not
Looking
anymore.
about, does that magic aura appear to be coming from anywhere?
You can make a perception check to search.
Sure. 28.
You can't find the source of it just looking around.
I suppose that would be a good question to ask, since I've had detect magic running.
Where you
Most of
had it
this
in your
time.
concentration to do these other things.
Fair.
Yeah, standard action to concentrate, which is my stuff like detect thoughts and detect magic aren't really combat spells too often.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
so
can, you can try to learn more about the magic with an Arcana check if you want to.
might as well. Never mind.
Who knows?
I don't really have mass pacification on me right now.
Reese does.
Reese does, but I mean, he's gonna happen regardless of whether I want him to go next or not. 5-foot step. Assuming I still can.
Nothing stops you.
Oh, actually, that's the thing. I still have my penalty.
Well, that's it. You can't 5-foot step. Actually, I forgot. Yes, because your movement speed is reduced to 5 feet, so you can't. As you're currently feeling vertigo and exceptionally dizzy.
I still don't know where that's coming from either. And Stufa does not have a good enough perception to figure out where that's coming from. She's just gotta start working on helping disable the spectators, as she'll use swine on the one north of Amaya.
What's that?
Which, Stufa's going to use the swine hex on the spectator north of Amaya. Basically, if they fail a DC 22 will save, their hands turn into hooves.
What?
I mean, she is a witch, in fairness.
And that's not the main thing of it.
That is most certainly a failure.
Yeah, so he suddenly gains like pig ears, pig nose, maybe a little swirly tail, and his hands turn to hooves.
Okay.
I'm sorry, one moment.
And he's like that for the next 8 rounds.
There you go. Now pick the.
This would be a nice time to have a slumber hex, but I mean, they can't make attacks with the hooves, so it's the next best thing.
Perhaps it's now time for calm emotions. This seems like a calm emotion kind of situation.
Another note, the one that's been turned into a pig has a -2 mo save, so it'll be easier to affect at least.
20-foot burst? Can I get everyone a 20-foot burst? I can. Well, everyone but your one, Essie.
Oh, rip. Oh, well, he's a pig.
As Reese is going to echo out a calm spell, which sadly is also going to affect Yuri, Aspin, and Amaya, but can't control that.
Go, Aspen's totally impressive will save.
Same with
Oh,
Yuri's.
wow. Okay.
Nope.
As Reese just begins to hum.
Yuri's cool.
What part of Rip and Tear until it is done do you not understand?
Well, as it turns out, the PCs, Aspin's the only one there who still has the willpower to rip into. The other party members can. Congrats, your bless has now been suppressed, and you can no longer take any violent action, so you may defend yourself.
Did that reach me?
No, it's a burst around over here.
Oh, good.
So it's like this kind of thing.
Good.
Ooh, there were some okay saves in there.
Well, that's 1 guaranteed pass, 2 probables, and a most likely.
Right. You get a heart. You get a heart. You get a heart. Yuri gets a heart. Amaya gets a heart. Does Elise get a heart?
I don't know why it would matter.
Is Elise compelled to non-violence?
No.
And these other 3 do not have hearts.
Does the piggy?
I can check. The piggy does in fact get a heart.
Yay!
I'm supposed to check for the acolyte as well. The acolyte also gets a heart. Good job, Reese. You are very good at this.
He spreads all the peace and love.
To the wrong people.
Yeah.
This now lasts for the next 9 rounds. In fairness, he got most of them.
I don't like the calm, non-violent Amaya. It's too weird.
We all know it's like a pot about to boil over.
Nah. Amaya's usually pretty cold and ruthless in a fight, honestly.
Yeah, it's the non-violent bit that's creeping me out.
Yeah, no, she's just standing there apathetically while people are like breaking a wooden branch over her head, just going, whatever.
I've taken worse.
I'm bored. You're boring me.
Meanwhile, they're reviving the servant.
Someone bring an ogre. That was at least fun.
Hazel.
Okay, everyone back here is looking good. Everyone looking shiny. Everyone nice.
The clouds above are rippling.
Uh,
There's a lot of power coming out of the prince right now.
he took burn. It looked like. What did his burn look like?
As if he is essentially he is basically transferring a lot of his power into the spirits, like a lot of his life force straight into the spirits.
He put his song on
Ah!
fast forward.
Hazel quickly grabs his hand, clutches it between her two hands, peels open her two hands together, and like this beam of pure green, white, yellow, just all the sort of naturey colors suddenly appears between her hands, and like so it's like a rod of light that he can grip, and it slowly opens on the two ends, and you can start seeing like a forest on the other side as she's just like channeling power straight from Elysium. Hopefully she's gonna just do gather power, and hopefully he can borrow some.
In the places he can't take burn
Yeah.
voluntarily. Fair enough.
So she'll spend her move action and standard action to have two available burn. By the way, this is a massive light show in a 15-foot burst.
There is now a small sun on the edge of the plinth.
Likely a small hole in the cloud has just opened up and.
Although these spectators are going to beat up Amaya and the Royal Protector. Amaya.
Mm-hmm.
Royal Protector.
Cool. Guess who is no longer affected by calm emotions?
Yeah. You took damage. You no longer can't.
See, and that's why it was important for Aerolise, because if they failed, he could have just bitten you.
Oh, I forgot. Elise is actually next to them as well. Ooh.
Nope. Too
They,
late, you've
they,
rolled.
they don't realize they should be attacking the familiar. It's fine.
That's fair.
Oh, it's just a rodent, even though it's not a rodent.
Totally a rodent.
Technically mustelid. Not a rodent.
Royal Protector, forbid action. Fight. On one of the spectators. Spectator does not care about about his orders.
No gods are kings!
Pretty much. Okay. Prince Kai is continuing his accelerated version of the song, though he will borrow those two power you've given.
Hey! And that doesn't actually hurt Hazel at all. She's just gathering power.
As you see the weather decrease in virility in just 6 seconds. It's gone from torrential storms to this is windy, just down to heavy wind. The rain is almost completely stopped, though he's continuing because he's trying to bring the storm all the way down to nothing. Let's see what you do. This could be a bad idea, but he's going to try it. Essie,
Sup?
you feel something entering into your mind. Something wants in. Make a will save at -3.
Okay. Da-da-da.
That is not good.
Nope. Do I have anything to reroll that with? Do not believe so.
Could you not pass it on?
Nope. That's only 40 saves.
Ah,
Essie, you are given 2 choices.
Mm-hmm.
You can either attack the prince, or you can jump off a cliff.
I jump off a cliff.
Okay. On your next turn, you must spend your turn jumping off the cliff.
Do I get any idea who was doing that when they did it?
I'll let you make a perception check to try and find them.
Can Coro do it? He is the one with detect magic on.
You can try it then.
My god. Oh, I'm sure there's no shit not gonna match it. Coro, however, might. Okay. Fuck.
Koro did not find the creature.
Game, can I have a bit of luck today? Everyone else has been rolling 20s.
no.
I haven't.
You never
You
do.
don't count.
It's fine. You've
I
rolled.
never
You've
do.
rolled above a 2. That's your luck.
Yep. I haven't rolled a that one. Today's a good day.
It's gonna heal the High Priestess. Adeline.
Okay then.
There's mostly peasants at the moment.
Yeah, it is. So she's not too bothered with them.
On the
Then.
bright side, the wind's calm enough. It's easy to fly now.
Yeah, it is. In that case, she's going to fly over here and look down and see if that guy's not flying up.
You don't see him flying up. You don't see him at
Okay.
all, though.
Okay.
So chances are he's stealthed now. He's down there.
Yeah, she's going to ready an action to shoot at him if he tries flying back up.
Okay. Karis.
Kelvis charges. She poof, disappear, and charge.
It is a valid charge, though he is a little bit protected, but it's a valid charge.
Yep. It's a -4 to attack non-lethal with a lethal weapon.
Yes, it is.
And can I still
you're gonna
power
hit him.
attack with that?
You can.
Okay.
As you just try to whack him with the back of that axe.
Yeah, essentially what she's doing. That's...
Just the flat of the
Still
axe.
have
It's like
my
being hit with a
bluff.
frying pan.
Pretty much. Luckily,
Just
the enchantment
wang.
carries.
Oh.
All you do is just hit the side of a rock.
I don't think I have anything to re-roll that. That's disappointing.
I mean, stamina.
You can only add.
That's
what,
not
like-
the problem.
I mean, even though it's low enough roll, that's probably not going to work.
Yeah. I'd expect...
Oh right, you got your
I mean, I am invisible, so he's missing his dex.
It's
But-
13 with invisibility.
Yeah, so 13 versus flat-footed.
You can spend stamina, so I'll let you do that.
How much stamina can you spend?
Up
Is
to
it
5.
Up to 5.
up to 5? I'm going to dump 5 into it then.
You're just going full hog into this.
Yeah, basically.
I'd also like to point out you're now prone. You rolled a
Right.
2.
Oh shit.
At the end of this
Yes, I
attack, you will
did.
also be prone.
Fuck.
Please roll sneak attack, though.
Okay. This is all non-lethal, so that's much.
That's much damage.
Is he
I mean,
is he still standing?
Okay, so let me describe what happens here. Karis turns invisible and charges. And as you swing the axe, Karis kind of gets thrown way off balance with this. And it's less the axe sneak attacks the anarchist, more than you headbutt the anarchist into the rock. The anarchist is completely knocked out, and you were tumbled on top.
I'll take it.
This is what you need to do. You need to take your terrible rolls with your axe, turn it into Looney Tunes violence.
I mean, the axe succeeded. But you are also, now embedded in the rock, basically, with this guy.
That's fine. That's fine. And I'm
With
behind the rock, so no one saw me do that.